Congratulations on the purchase of your Rockwood. My name is Russ. I'm going to do an orientation video with you. Along with the email you received, there will be a couple links to some maintenance videos, so I do encourage you to watch those as well. We'll start your orientation right here in the front with your electric tongue jack. So up and down with this button here, you have a light turn on and off here. If this were to fail for any reason, just remove this little rubber cap right here. There is a tool in your front compartment that you can use to manually crank this up or down. You have two 30-pound propane tanks along with a regulator here. So this little notch right there is pointing towards the tank that you're using. So if that tank goes empty, just give that a turn, open your valve so you can use this tank while you fill that one. Right back here you do have one deep cycle marine battery. There's room for another. And then we'll move along to the side over here. Docking lights right here, so these lights right in the front turns those on and off. Okay, you do have a storage compartment over here. That's where your power cord is, 50-amp power cord. You have your tools, so this is for that tongue jack. This is for your stabilizers. So if they were to fail, you can use this to crank those back up. And then your doors do have magnets holding your doors up. Slam latches on here as well. Between your two slides here, you have two tanks, a black and a gray. So the black is your toilet, gray is your dirty sink and shower. You're going to hook your wastewater hose up to there. Pull that black handle first, let that empty out. Once that tank is empty, then you pull that gray tank. So the gray dirty sink and shower water is going to help wash the black out of your hose. And once they're both empty, close that gray, leave the black open, and you will come up to the back here. So right back here you have a black tank flush. This is top one. So you hook a hose up to that, turn it on. It's like an upside down sprinkler system in your black tank. It's going to flush it out for you. Let that run for a few minutes and then unhook your hose from the black tank flush. You can close your black handle, take your wastewater hose off, put your cap back on, you're all done over there. So that's what this one is for. You do have another gray tank right down here. So that's going to be for your kitchen. So just hook your wastewater hose up, pull that gray handle, let that empty out. Right here, this is for your city water. So full hookup camping, you're going to hook a garden hose up to there, turn it on, you're going to have pressurized water throughout your camper from that garden hose. Right here is when you're winterize, you will hook a hose up to there. The other end of that hose goes into your antifreeze. You turn your water pump on and that will draw the antifreeze right up throughout your camper, and then you can run your faucets and your toilet until antifreeze comes out. Right here you have inputs for cable or satellite. And then you have your freshwater tank. So if you're rustic camping, fill your freshwater tank from here. You'll turn your water pump on once it's full, and you will have pressurized water from the water pump drawing from your freshwater tank. If you need to empty your freshwater tank, right behind that front tire, or the rear tire there, you have a white handle. Pull that white handle, that will empty your freshwater tank. Right here is your water pump, so you have access to that. And you also have a water filter in there. So right now it's full of antifreeze. You want to get the antifreeze out of there, get all the antifreeze out of the camper before you start running water through your water heater. So just take that water filter canister off, empty it out, put it back on, hook your freshwater hose up to your city water connection, turn it on, go through each faucet until all the antifreeze is out. Once all the antifreeze is out, you'll come over here. And actually there's a better way to get to it from under your sink, but you'll have the back of your water heater. You'll turn the couple valves on the back, open that water heater up, let your water heater start filling. Right here, you want to make sure you have your anode rod in first. So you do have a metal tank. Instead of your tank corroding, you have this anode rod. So this anode rod will corrode over time. Every 2 or 3 years you'll have to replace it. This is your plug, so put it in there, tighten it up, and then you can turn those valves on the back of your water heater to start filling your water heater up. You just want to make sure your water heater is full before you turn it on. And to do that, you can pull on the relief valve here. And if you get water coming out, you know that it's full, or you turn the hot side on any sink, and if you get hot water, or if you get water coming out, you know it's full. If you want to turn your hot water heater on once it's full, flip this switch right here. You can leave that switch on because inside on your control panel there's another switch for electric, another switch for gas. But you have to have this switch on in order for the electric to work at all. If you need to drain your water heater, just take that anode rod out. It will drain right from here. This is all electronic ignite, so there's not pilot lights to light, just flip switches. Before you can winterize using this port right here, you do need to open this valve right here. So you'll have to turn this valve. It's frozen right now, a little bit frozen. There we go. It's not. So it has to be opened up, so it's going to draw from there. And when you're using the system, when you're using your fresh water tank or your city water, have it like this. And then you have these two caps. These go on your low point drains. So when you're ready to use the camper, put those caps back on. You will hear water coming out once you turn water on. Right here, you'll put your 50 amp power cord, hook that up. The other end goes to the shore power at the park. Highly recommend to use a surge guard, 50 amp surge guard when you're camping. Protect your camper from surges. You do have a ladder on the back so you can get up there and do your maintenance. You also have your spare tire here, hard cover. Spare tire is the same size as the tires that are on the camper. And below that you have your hitch. It's not for towing. It has a 300-pound capacity on it. And then right here is your furnace vent. Furnace does get very hot, so try not to block that or put anything in front of it that could melt. Above that, you have your stove vent. So if you use the fan above your stove, just pop this open so it can vent outside. If you're not using it, snap that closed. Above that, you have your backup camera, your observation camera there. Outdoor shower. So you have hot and cold water here with a shower wand. And then that's your refrigerator vent. Nothing you really have to do with that. And your license plate will go there. You do have your controls for your rear stabilizers. So just hold the button down until they're all the way down or all the way up. These are used just for stabilizing, not for leveling. So get your camper nice and level and then put those stabilizers down. Solid steps. Very important that you have your door all the way open before you move your steps up and down, because otherwise the little bracket, the same thing here, but on this side, it will hit your screen door and damage it. But these steps, and I won't be able to do it right now, we're too close, but they just go right up into the door frame. Once they're sitting up in the door frame, you can close the door over top. This is to hold your door. Hooks right here. That way the wind doesn't blow your door shut on you. You do have a LP disconnect. So right down here, that's to hook your grill up to, or your 2-burner stove. So you do have your gas line right here. So you're just going to hook it up down there to that quick connect. And now that goes to your propane tanks up front. And then you have your 2-burner here. So just put on light it up, and you're good to go there. You have another grill right here. Works the same way, has a gas line. And then you have a tabletop. So that grill and the tabletop right here, that grill has a bracket that goes on here. So it can sit right on this rail, just like this table is. And then you have another quick connect, which is right down here. So you can run that 2-burner and your grill at the same time. Your refrigerator, this is electric only. Nice big mini fridge. Your controls are right up there for it, but you do need to be plugged in for this to work. You have low point drains right down here, which are right here. So that's where those caps will go that are in the water heater. Once you're ready to use the camper, put those in there. Then you can turn your water on, get all the antifreeze out. Spot for TV here, so there's an output, couple plugs here, so you can watch TV outside. Your second door with the same kind of stairs that are on the other door. You have your electric awning, outdoor speakers, and this right here, this is a mount for your TV. You are solar ready. This is a plug for a solar panel, so if you have a portable solar panel, plug it in there, it will trickle charge your battery. And your front stabilizer controls are right here. And I believe that's everything on the outside, so we'll head inside next. Alright, just inside the door here is your control panel. So you can see your battery, your fresh, black, and gray tanks. Just push on the buttons. Your fresh is empty. As your tanks fill, these lights will light up, and as your battery charges, that will light up. Over here is for your water heater. You have electric and gas, so make sure that switch is on the outside if you want the electric to work. And then there's your gas as well. Water pump, so if you use your freshwater tank, turn that water pump on, or if you are winterizing, you want to turn that water pump on. And then this does have a tank heater on it, so it's like a heating pad on your freshwater tank. So if you're a late season camper, if you think it's going to freeze, just turn that on, and that will keep it from freezing. You have two slide outs, one's your bedroom and one's your living room. Just hold the button down until your slides are all the way in or all the way out. Your awning, same thing, extend and retract, so just hold the button down till your awning's all the way out or all the way in. Now when you go out, when you extend it out, your awning will not stop automatically when it gets to the end, so you do need to watch for that valance to fall. Once the valance falls, let go of the button. Otherwise, it will keep winding. It will come back towards the camper, rolling your awning upside down. Down here, these are all lights, and then you have a Wi-Fi booster. So if you turn that on, if there's a Wi-Fi signal, it's going to make it stronger. So that's your control panel here. You do have your TV. You have storage behind it. On the storage there. Right down here is your hookups for your TV. You do have this green light right here. That is your antenna booster. There's a button next to it there that turns it on or off. You have to have that on if you want local channels. If you're hooked to cable or satellite, you want to have that turned off. This is a CD player, DVD player. It's Bluetooth. It will play DVDs through this TV. And you have different speaker zones here. So if it's blue, it's on. If they're red, it's off. And it shows which ones are on right here. So just push the one, that turns it on or off. So one is inside, two is in your bedroom area, and three will be outside. So you can have them all on or however you want to do it. And then you have your Bluetooth right here. Hold the mute button down to turn it on and off, otherwise it's just muted. And then down below that you have your fireplace. Your controls are right here. Now we're not plugged in, so it's not going to work for me right now. This is electric only. But you have your power button. You have the brightness of your flames. And that will turn your flames on and off. And then you have your temperature control right here, which will display right over in the corner here your temperature. So just keep pushing it to raise or lower your temperature. But it's a nice space heater. It is electric only. Thermostat is right here. So you are pre-wired for a second air conditioner, so if you did get one, you could have it run through the same thermostat under the zone. So right now you have zone 1. If you were to get a second air conditioner and you push zone, it would go to zone 2 to run that air conditioner. But right now you don't have that, so you just have zone 1. So all you're going to do is push system till you find what you want. So it's off right now. System, there's your air conditioner, and then your heat, and then off again. So if I go to air conditioner, if I push mode, it's going to change my speeds up here, my fan speeds. Well, I'm going to go to heat. And then this is to change your temperature. So the first numbers you saw up there was actual temperature. Once you push either one of these, it goes to set temperature. So system goes to whatever you want, whether you want heat or air. Mode will change your fan speeds. Down below that is carbon monoxide LP detector. As long as that green light's on, you're good to go there. In your bathroom, there's a light switch above your toilet. Your foot pedal flush, halfway down brings water in, all the way down will flush it. You do have a fan up here, so just twist this open right here. And then your fan right here, there's 4 speeds for it, so push that to whatever speed you want, or fan off. And then you close it from here. For travel, you want to make sure that your shower is latched right here. So here it clicked, that way you know it's nice and secured. And it looks like that's pretty much it in the bathroom. You have a GFCI plug right here. Back in the bedroom area, light switch here, and this is where you put a sensor for your AC, so it'll run off of that thermostat. You have a backer in the wall here, so you can put a TV, mount a TV up, and then of course your hookups. This is how your stairs will look when they're up on the other side as well. And then storage, good storage, USB charging ports. Then you have these night lights. Push it once it's blue, push it and hold it, it's white, and then one more is off. And there are USB charging ports in there as well. You have storage underneath your bed. And of course, a couple drawers there, but you can also access to the outside compartment. Your sliding door, there's a latch on there to make sure it's latched when you travel. You do have another vent right here. Just twist this up. There's a lot of snow on there right now, so I'm not going to twist it. But this is where you are pre-wired for a second air conditioner, so that would go right here. Just be sure that vent is closed before you travel. Back in the living area, push button lights. Same lights as above your bed right here. You have a freestanding table, so you'll want this in the down position when you travel so it's not falling all over the place. And to do that, push this yellow button, push it over to the side, and this will fold towards that yellow button. Like that. And then you can put it up here, so move your cushions. This table will rest right on the ledges here. Just like that. If you want to use it as a bed, just remove these back cushions and they will fill right in the space right there. Recliners, pull on the cords, use the legs out. And then you have a couple buttons here. Well, we're not plugged in, so I can't turn those on. You have storage on both sides, and right in the middle. Your keys are on your sink, that's where they'll be when you arrive. You have the screen that goes in your vehicle for your backup camera here. Your power strip here that does go down into the cabinet. So if you want it out of your way. Standard turntable microwave. And then to turn your fan on, make sure that's open outside. Your light there. And then you have a spot for knives here if you want. Extra counter space here, otherwise flip this up. And then you can light your stovetop. Just put it on high, turn your igniter till it lights. So this igniter turns to the right only, however many times it takes to light it up. Your oven, make sure here. Yep, your oven will work with the igniter as well. So put it on the flame, hold that button in, turn that igniter until your pilot light is lit. Be sure to put this down before you travel because this is glass and it will break. And then your refrigerator is gas or electric. So your controls are up here, but this is the mount that goes on the outside. So you can put the TV on there and that goes on the outside mount. You have a few other goodies in here. Like all your manuals are in here. You get a spatula, water filter. This is a tool for the water filter. It's for that, to take that off. You have a towel rod with the ends and toilet paper holder with the ends. So you put those up where you want them. All the instructions for your refrigerator are right inside the freezer door. All you're going to do is turn it on. If it's on auto, it's going to run off electricity. If it can't find the electricity, it will automatically switch to propane. You can have it propane only by having that button out. And if that check light comes on, it means it cannot find the propane, so it's either off or empty. Below your fridge, the fuses and your breakers. Regular car style fuses. If a fuse goes out, an LED light will light next to the bad one. You can see that light through the window there, but everything is labeled. And there are not extra ones, so you may want to pick some extras and take along with you. And then you have a goodie bag. You have a couple of hoses in here, electrical adapters, part of your starter kit. You have another fan. I probably already showed you this fan actually. So there's a fan right there. Your air conditioner. You can dump the air down just by opening these ends up. Dumps the air down. Otherwise, close these. You have more pressure through your vents. All the vents in the ceiling are air conditioner. Any vents on the floor are for your heat. And you have filters in your air conditioner that you can take out, clean, and reuse. I think that is everything in here. If you have any questions when you pick up, just let us know. We'll be happy to answer them then. Thank you for purchasing at TerryTown. We appreciate your business and congratulations.